Today on Aborigine Reptiles, we're going to talk to you about the quick care guide for knobtail geckos. No, I'm just joking. We are going to talk about knobtail geckos, but I don't actually talk like that. So this is our first of our quick care series. We'll be doing some videos that go a little bit more in depth, but wanted to give you guys just a quick overview of how we set up our knobtail geckos. We work with a couple of species and wanted to show you how really simple they are. And you should not be intimidated. They're an amazing animal, cute as can be, and really easy to care for. So first we have right here our standard 5-quart shoebox. This is adequate for most hatchlings and some small juveniles. We have a hot side and a cool side in the rack system. This would be equivalent to basically a 5-gallon aquarium. If you want to house adults, they can be housed in a 10-gallon, a pair, depending on the species. But again, this is just a standard shoebox. The substrate, fine grain play sand. There's Charlie, our little guy. And the key with the substrate is to make sure to have a true fine grain play sand. Don't use the calci sands. Don't use any really gritty sand. You cannot use newspaper or paper towel or coconut fiber with these guys. Sand is a must for these animals to thrive. Do not worry about things like impaction or anything of that nature. That's a whole nother video. We have some rocks in here just for decoration. Helps give them a little bit of a atmosphere, if you will. These are the terracotta hides. I love these things. They're great. They're humid hides. You can put some water up in here and it keeps it humid. But you know, any hide will work. We do not have a water dish in this. We do spray all of our knobtails, the sides of the enclosures as well, the humidity hides, once every couple of days. That is more than adequate. They are a desert species, but they do live in a humid microhabitat out in the wild, so it's important to recreate that. That is definitely a pro tip, ensuring that your knobtail geckos will thrive. So again, this is just your standard setup, pretty straightforward. Hot side, 90, 92 degrees. Cool side, high 70s, mid to high 70s is more than adequate, and they're good to go. So let's put Charlie back. And we will show you a full-size enclosure we use. This is a 28-quart Sterilite sweater box. It's pretty sizable, but this is what we would keep a pair trio in if you want to house them together. We don't usually house males and females together, only for breeding season, but we sometimes do put a couple of females together in something like the same setup. We have a coarse play sand, or not coarse, fine grain play sand here, the exact same in the other, some rocks for decor, and we have 2 hides, one on the cool and one on the hot. This is one of those humid hides where you take a look. It has a sponge that you can spray, and it'll hold the humidity, and there's one of our little girl vertebralis there. And then we have one that's just a standard hide. Again, same concept, spray along the sides, 90s over here, 70s to 80s over on that side. These guys love crickets, dubia roaches, lobster roaches. Some will take worms depending on the type you have. They are a fan of the bigger, 1 or 2 bigger meals as opposed to having a lot of smaller crickets stressing them out. So it's pretty straightforward and pretty simple. Supplement as you would with any other, with a good quality vitamin and calcium supplement. And you're good to go. These guys are adorable, cute. I love them, and they make a great pet and are super cool. So if you haven't kept a knobtail, think about it today. And check out, we will be doing, again, a little bit more lengthy video in the future, going a little bit more in depth along with some tips and tricks to keep these awesome guys. And yeah, thank you so much. And make sure to subscribe and click the like button if you like this one. Leave your comments, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.